Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the last portion of your culminating assignment. Again, this is worth 12% of your final mark. So up to this point, you have brainstormed and created an idea of what your society is going to be. That hopefully was submitted to me, and I gave you feedback. And then you started formulating it and synthesizing it into a formal manner. And then I forgot to go over this little part here that I'm going to hit before we move on. After you've done all of this portion up here, which was explained in the previous screencast, I want you to give an account of your society's final days. So what events occurred, and perhaps what's to happen next. It's totally up to you, but some sort of an account of the final days. So the last part, again, this is just an introduction to get you into it. You can't be expected to analyze any historical data entirely by yourself. As such, you're going to have to call on some anthropologists, sociologists, and psychologists, colleagues to help you in your endeavors. Together, you will present your findings and analysis to the world. So you're going to select any 5 famous social scientists, at least one from each school of anthropology, sociology, and psychology. So if you've done your work, you should already have a few of these people ready, right? In Unit 1, you collected several of these. So you have several options. The only thing I ask is that you have at least one from each area. So you need one anthropologist, one sociologist, and one psychologist. That leaves 2 left. So you could either choose another 2 of each. Using their theories and frameworks, analyze the historical record from their perspective. So you're going to have to go over their theories again and do a write-up from their perspective. So you're doing your research. You could go back to Unit 1, right? And I'm going to start with, say, anthropologists. Now, you guys have already done the work, so you should already have a lot of these perspectives prepared and ready to go. So I'm going to do, say, Radcliffe, okay, in my society. So Radcliffe wrote about functionalism and that systems of reoccurrences in anthropology made up of different customs, traditions that relate to your society and the formation of your society. So let's say your society had a tradition of collecting grains. It may work with the institution of farms and industries. You can think about this as a human body, and that the organs all work together to help the body operate. So this is functionalism. If you took his idea and you went back to your society, you could perhaps develop the thought that, hey, this institution wasn't working properly, and as a functionalist theorist, I assess that it was a leading cause to the downfall of this society. So you're going to present these ideas and their conclusions in a written report. So you type up that idea. What was leading to the final demise of the society was the lack of functionalism within it and the discrepancy or problems that arose from miscommunication. So I would expect about a paragraph for each social scientist, enough so that they could give their thoughts on how society came to and fell apart, and their outlook on on your historical record. So you're really going to have to step back and put on these theorist glasses to look at your work. And include a final statement answering the question. This is in your opinion, this final statement. What were the Historical Record Society's top 3 problems and how could they have avoided collapse? So this is in your personal opinion. And then include proper referencing. So if you did do, say, Radcliffe and functionalism, I would expect that information didn't just manifest itself out of thin air, that you found it somewhere. So then I would expect you to give me a website. You could do an APA reference sheet at the end of your document. And if you have any questions about that, please email me and I'd be happy to help. You have a full week for this entire assignment, given that you've completed all the work up until this point. And as you all know, I'm available at all times. If you want to call to make sure that you understand something correctly, please do so. If you want to do a Google Hangout, please do so. Or I'm usually live or checking my email. So make sure you get a hold of me if you have any questions, and this will help you find success with this project. Good luck, and I look forward to hearing from you and about your society.